Well, your 1989 jalopy is no longer good enough for you. Then guess what? It's time to sell that baby, get a new car, and you've come to the right place because I'm going to tell you the best place to sell your car. You ready to sell that car? You ready for your list? Get your pen, get your paper, and write it down because I don't want you making any mistakes and wasting your precious time. And I'm going to go backwards. My top three, starting with number 3, is going to be eBay Motors. eBay Motors. Why eBay Motors? eBay Motors is a great place because eBay Motors gives you the option to sell your car, list a price, sell it just like everywhere else, or auction, sell or auction. Now, in my opinion, I would only do the auction option. Say that 3 times. Auction option. I would only do that if I have like a 1966 shiny Mustang convertible, an antique car, a vintage car, and you want the money to roll in. So you would put that starting number, middle, somewhere in middle range, and let the bidding begin. That's how you're going to get your money because there are more than a handful of people out there looking for a 1966 classic Mustang. So if you're doing a luxury car, a hard to find car, a vintage car, eBay Motors is the place to go. If you're just doing a regular sale, I wouldn't so much recommend eBay Motors because they do have a fee, and their fee is like anywhere from I think $40 up to $95. They limit the number of pictures you can put on there. They limit the amount of time. They take a fee. Yes, that's right. They take a fee. And so there are a lot of things. So that's why eBay Motors came in number 3 for me. Okay. Now, number 2, Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace, only reason it's not number 1 in my opinion is that a lot of people don't do social media. So there's a lot of people out there that don't know how to use a computer, that don't know anything about social media. Oh yeah, I've heard about that Facebook. That Facebook is where all the kids are. That's where all the party animals are. I've heard it all. But yeah, so they don't know about Facebook Marketplace. When they start to enjoy the internet more, learn how to use a computer, then they're going to know, and they're going to bump Facebook Marketplace up to number 1. Facebook Marketplace, 0 fee. They don't charge you to get on, 0. No charge, no fee, unlimited amount of pictures. Because what they do is they give you the option to relist. If it doesn't sell within, I think, 7 or 10 days, you can relist it, add more pictures to update the listing. How cool is that? Okay, number 1. You got it, Craigslist. Everybody knows about Craigslist. Craigslist used to be free to sell your car. So I did a little fact finding for you. You know, everything's not up here. I have to do some research. So Craigslist started April of 2019 charging $5, which is still a steal. But it's only a 30-day listing. But trust me, I've sold a car on Craigslist. It doesn't take 30 days. If you're selling something of value, something that you've taken care of, your car is good to go, and it's going to be proven to be a good car for someone, your car is not going to take 30 days to sell. I'm not giving a guarantee. Hey, whoa. Don't be saying I said anything about a guarantee. I'm saying more likely than not, your car will sell in less than 30 days. So Craigslist is the place to go. Only $5. I'm sorry about that. Only $5, right? Okay, so now you have your 1, 2, and 3. Say it with me. You got your pen and paper. You should be reading it off your notes. Number 1, Craigslist. Number 2, Facebook Marketplace. And number 3, eBay Motors. Why? Because they can sell and auction. You got it? So those are our top 3 places to sell your car. Now I'm going to give you the pros and cons of selling your car. And I'm going to start with the cons. Because, you know, you need to get the bad news out of the way first. Always. That's what I always say. Give me the bad news, then the good. Sugarcoat it. The cons. Number 1, you got to meet up with a lot of cuckoos in a lot of crazy places because you can't have these people coming to your house, right? Remember that. No strangers coming to your house. You meet them at McDonald's or at Walmart in the open, in the parking lot, in broad daylight. Don't be doing no deals with these people at night. You know better than that. Always broad daylight in a big parking lot. Walmart, they always got a crowd. Okay? McDonald's, they always got people at the drive-thru. You want to be seen. So that is a con. I'm going to give you 2 for 2. 2 pros, 2 cons. The other con is selling your car yourself. Is you got to do everything yourself. You got to do all of the paperwork. You got to make sure your title is taken care of. You better go to your county clerk's office in your state and make sure you get that car out of your name. Take the bill of sale. Let them know when you sold the car, who you sold it to. You know, don't just try to do no little under the table type sale thinking Uncle Sam is going to get your tax money and you sold a car. Your car wasn't that valuable. Don't worry about that. Make sure the car is out of your name, because what's going to happen, I'm telling you, take my word for it, they're going to be driving around, getting tickets, getting towed. I told you I watch a lot of court shows. I see this stuff on court TV every day. So you have to go get that car out of your name. That's a con, because, you know, it's a little bit of extra work, because otherwise the dealership would do it for you. But those are the only 2 cons for me, selling a car yourself, is meeting up with a whole bunch of people. Some may be serious, some not. Taking a chance. So that's why you always want to be safe. Go to Walmart, go to McDonald's, do it in broad daylight. And the other con is just doing the paperwork yourself. Okay, not too bad, right? Now here are the pros. I told you 2 for 2. 2 cons, 2 pros. First pro, you're going to get more money if you sell your car yourself. I already told you. The dealership, they're going to try to give you as little as possible if you're doing a trade-in or if you're just outright selling your car to them. And I think the most popular one, even though I didn't mention it, is CarMax. CarMax is famous for buying your car. What's their slogan? We'll buy your car if you don't buy ours. How did that just come to me? I haven't heard that in like years, but I know for sure that that's their slogan. Don't quote me on it, but I think it is. I'm pretty sure. 99%. We buy your car even if you don't buy ours. CarMax. Shout out to CarMax. Okay, so that's one. All right, that's one of the pros. You're going to make more money or get more money from your sale. And the second pro is you control the situation. If you don't want to sell your car, don't sell your car. If the price is not right, walk away. The deal is done. It's just that simple. Okay, now I kind of touched on this, the benefits of selling to a private party versus selling it to a dealership. So if you kind of go back to your pros and cons, this is kind of already answered for you. I'm just going to reiterate, all right? So if you sell it to a private party, you control the situation. You never have to talk to these people again. The deal is done. They go away. You get your money. And you're going to get more money, right? So now if you're selling it to a dealership, and this is just an outright sell to a dealership versus a trade-in, you're probably going to get a lot less because you're not buying anything from them. They're not really motivated to give you a whole lot unless this is like a luxury car and it's really popular and people are really looking for it, and actually they reached out to you to buy your car, and which isn't, you know, very common. So I think that's the biggest difference between selling it to a private party versus selling it to a dealership. You're going to get more money if you sell it to a private party 9 times out of 10 than selling it to a dealership. But if your car is a very valuable car, then that may be the situation. But more likely than not, you're going to get more from a private party sale. So these are just some of the things that I wanted to do a quick video for those of you that are kicking your jalopy, that 1980 something jalopy, to the curb. Is no longer of value, is no longer cranking up on the first crank in the morning. So it's time to buy a new car. So you got to sell this one first. So remember your 3 things. I'm going to run through it all for you. Quick summary right here. Number 1, places, put it on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, or eBay Motors. Sale or auction, depending on what type of car you got. Pros and cons, you already know. The con, you got to meet the people in the parking lot. Second con is you have to do all of the paperwork, everything yourself. The pros, you're going to make more money on the deal. The next final pro is you control the situation. You don't want to sell your car, then don't sell your car. Last category I'm going to say is the benefit of selling it to making it a private sale versus selling it to a dealership. It all comes down to money, right? We're trying to get rid of the car. Some people have sentimental value. Let it go. It's a car. You're going to fall in love with the next one and make new memories. So I would go with selling the car to a private party versus the dealership to make more money. If you need more tips, don't hesitate. Put your questions in the comment section here. I'll be happy to answer them. Remember, continue to follow us, like us right here on YouTube. And now you know the best place to sell your car. So go sell that car and get your new one.